G'day folks, welcome to another video. This is Limit from Limit Gaming, and I didn't really think of making this video. I didn't think I was going to make videos of mobile games, but I was kind of excited because, let me tell you, I'm a massive fan of Catan. Settlers of Catan. Like, I love the expansions, play all the time on Tabletop Simulator. Used to play it all the time in with my family, friends and all that. But I've got a little story. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw an ad about Catan Explorers, and it says the advertisement was like, play Catan in real life or something like that, along those lines. Basically, I got really excited. I downloaded it straight away. It was quite late, but I was very excited. I really wanted to try it out this morning, which I did. Well, it wasn't morning. It was very late morning. It was almost lunchtime, and it was quite warm, very warm actually. It was 33 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I was sweating by the time I got home. And so throughout the whole trip, the whole gameplay, walking around, my whole session, I recorded the whole thing, and I've sped it up because, well, obviously it would be a boring video. So as you can see, there's green stuff. Those dark green are parks, and from those parks you can collect resources. So you basically just walk over them and they automatically get collected. Now you have these tokens too that stand out, and I think they are random. I'm not sure. They could be settlements. They can be resources. I think those are the two types. Unless they look different, I'm not sure. But once you get a settlement, you can collect resources from other players rolling the dice. If you roll a die, it affects everyone else in that faction globally. So that's really cool. So you can passively gain resources by not doing anything, which is really cool. And I think this is like a really interesting concept because you're actually helping everyone else instead of like Pokemon Go and Wizard Unite. It's more like it's sort of like a solo experience, but in this kind of gameplay, it kind of feels like teamwork almost. You know, you don't see those people physically, but you still feel that, hey, we're doing it. We're gonna conquer the world. We're gonna destroy these other imposters. They can't take our land, and basically like that. You know, throughout the whole game, the whole session, I really enjoyed it. Besides the weather, the mechanics are very clever, and the only annoying part was just walking so far. But you know, this is the thing. Like, I love these games because I'm lazy. I don't like exercise. I don't like walking around. I always have to have a reason to walk around. You know, I can't just go out and walk around in circles, not doing anything. I have to have a reason, and this is a cool reason. You know, it's fun, and you're getting exercise along the way. Now, as you can see, we've got our first settlement, and the AI is basically telling us you can trade within that settlement. It's 6 to 1, and very expensive at the moment. But there is a way you can decrease the cost of trading by, I think, leveling up your settlement with the monuments. I'm not completely sure, but it does say on the card, it says that you get more resources on each roll. So I'm not sure. And we'll get a victory point. So if you have the most victory points on that settlement section, your faction color should appear. If it's white, it means it's neutral. And you'll probably notice throughout the whole video, there's some settlements are going to be white, even though I claimed it. I claimed a settlement on that area. So we've leveled up. We're level 2 now. and every time you level up, I guess you get a crate of rewards, and you have these cards where you can roll and stuff. And that's used for mini games, but I haven't actually used any of them for mini games yet, so I'm not quite sure on how to use them. And I don't know whether to make another video of Catan or just leave it at that. Or maybe I'll do an updated video. But that's, yeah, don't take my word for it. So anyways, we've claimed a settlement in that area. We've collected the resources. And then I go to the other park and zigzag all that throughout the entire park. And people... fortunately, not many people were there, so I wasn't like freaking out. Like, stop looking at me. I know I look like a weirdo, you know. Anyways, we've got a trader that popped up. So at traders, you can start quests and you can trade in resources. So if you remember correctly, at the settlement, it was 6 to 1, and this trader is 5 to 1, so it's slightly cheaper. And as you can see, this park, I'm getting a ton of sheep or wool and a little bit of wheat, but that's pretty much it. One thing I noticed while playing this game is that it tracks how many steps you take while you're in game. It might not be completely accurate because you might be multitasking and all that. So near the end it said I had maybe 4,000 steps, but it felt like it was maybe 5,000 steps. And but anyways, the most annoying thing that you'll experience in this game is the bing bing sounds, because I think every 100 meter it does that binging sound to notify that, hey, you did another 100 steps or something like. Which is really annoying, and so there might be a setting to turn that off, and if there is, then I highly recommend you turn that off. Otherwise you'll be hearing that bing 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 all the time. It gets really obnoxious, really annoying. I think you actually want to get 7s in this game, because you end up getting twice the amount of resources if you didn't, because there's 2 other factions. You're always getting like 200 from each resource, so 200 wood and 400 wool. And if you just did normal dice, the wild tokens, you'll probably get 200 each, I think. Don't take my word for it, but I think that's how it goes. So by now, you've probably have a good rough idea on what this game's all about. I've pretty much shown you, like, I don't know how many percentage of the game to you, but definitely at this point you can decide whether you want to play this game or not, and if it's right for you. I think one cool feature is that when you accept quests, you don't have to find that NPC again to complete it or hand it in. You can automatically go to that book-looking icon on the bottom right of your screen on the game, and you can basically complete it. And it also shows you your progress quest, so it tells you what else you need to do to complete that quest. So I was planning on making an 18-minute video, but I probably will shorten it down to less than 10 minutes. And this is pretty much the end of the video. I'm just here to basically say that there are other similar games that I am really interested in showing to you guys. If you're interested in GPS games, and if you want to be motivated if you need motivation to get out of the house and walk. It's quite ironic that this game comes out where the pandemic is happening in some areas. Right now, the pandemic is non-existent in my city. It's back to normal, so I'm very fortunate for that to happen. That it's all under control over here. But yeah, there's a few games like I want to try The Walking Dead, and another game that's sort of like first-person shooter, and it's very clever, and I'll make a video out of it if you're interested in watching that. So thanks guys for watching. If you could, I know this is like self-promotion thing. If you could like the video, if you liked it, that I really appreciate it. And if you do like my content, then subscribe, because that'll really make my day, and gives me motivation to make more videos. So, and if you could give me feedback on what I could improve or what content you are looking for, then that also helps too. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.